Hi, I'm Joanna. Welcome to another episode of Between the Sheets. Today I want to talk about how to choose a great duvet. My mom started this company actually manufacturing duvets, so we do know a lot about down-filled duvets, and I'd like to share some of that knowledge with you today. So the first thing I want to tell you about buying a duvet is that it is an investment. The down of a goose is actually what's plucked from the underbelly. So if you think about that, there is no way for pure white goose down to be cheap. So all these advertisements for, pure white goose down, $99.99, it's not possible. It would be like buying a real leather jacket for $49.99. You're going to know something's amiss. And, you don't really know what's in here. So you want to make sure you trust where you're buying it from. And, a good duvet will last you 20, 25 years. They should be guaranteed. So it is worth the investment. Buy something that's going to last you and that's going to be really wonderful and worthwhile. The whole point of down is that it adapts to your body's temperature. So in the summer, you can have a duvet and be perfectly comfortable, but in the winter, it will also keep you really warm. So the first thing you want to look for is the baffle box construction. What that means is it's just sewn in squares, and that prevents the down from clumping at the bottom. The way they used to make them was in channels, and now you're looking for this. It keeps the down dispersed pretty evenly. The other important thing is the thread count of the shell, and why that's important, even though it's covered in a duvet cover and the shell isn't against your skin, it is important to have a higher thread count shell that's soft because you don't want it to be crunching, and the higher the thread count and the softer the shell, the lighter the down is going to feel on your body, and the whole duvet will be actually much lighter. So it is important to have a nice quality shell on the exterior. It's an important component. And then, of course, the most important part of the duvet is what's inside it. You always want to look for as much pure down, white goose down as you can in a duvet. And as I said, you don't really know what's inside the duvet. And basically, there can be anything inside there. Downmark recently did some experimenting, and they bought a couple of duvets from Canadian manufacturers and actually tested the contents. And what they discovered was pretty horrifying. And duvets that were called pure white goose down, what they actually found was not a trace of goose down at all. They found 75% chicken feather and the rest duck feather and whatever else they scoop up. And, that is pretty commonplace, unfortunately, in the duvet industry. You just don't know what you're getting. So what we do is we make sure that all our duvets are by Canadian manufacturers that we know and that we trust. We know our down is actually either Canadian or European, and when we say it's Canadian goose down, we know it's Canadian goose down. So really, when you are shopping for your duvet, make sure you know where it's made and that you trust the brand and you trust the store you're buying it from, because you really can get anything in a duvet. So it is all about value. You do get what you pay for. And once you know what you're getting and it is goose down, from there, weights are, the fill weight is really personal preference. You can get an ultralight if you're someone who tends to be typically hot all the time. You can get a super deluxe if you live in the Arctic. That really is about personal preference, and we let people try them in the store and feel them and make your decision that way. I hope that helps you when you're buying your duvet. It really is a wonderful investment. There's no going back to those stiff polyester comforters once you've had a goose down duvet. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow.